11th class students, हम evolution पढ़ रहे हैं. Till date we were studying inorganic evolution. Now organic evolution. Organic evolution, is the evolution of the formation of various life forms. So many biologists and scientists have took part in organic evolution, like there was Charles Darwin, an English naturalist who studied nature and emphasized the importance of nature and put forward his theory of evolution. Likewise, there was Lamarck, who also gave his theory. Evolution, in terms of Darwin, has been regarded as descent with modification. Descent with modification, in short term, as the formation of complex forms from the simple present forms. Lamarck proved the inheritance of acquired characters. Inheritance of acquired characters and another one, Hugo de Vallis, said that these are the mutations which bring about evolution. Mutations are responsible for modifications. Mutations are responsible for the formation of the complex forms from the simple forms. Another, Alfred Russel Wallace also supported evolution, as he is a part of the Darwinist theory and gave Darwin a clue regarding the evolution. Alfred Russel Wallace. Another was G.L. Stubbins. G.L. Stubbins has given a well-accepted theory of evolution, which is known as Neo-Darwinism or synthetic theory. These theories we will study one by one. Synthetic theory, given by G.L. Stubbins. And first of all, regarding evolution, he was Aristotle, who gave the idea as a ladder-like gradation in nature. Aristotle said that there is ladder-like gradation in nature, and this has been called as Aristotle's scale. Also, there are some evidences in addition to the theories given by various scientists, like there are evidences from paleontology. Paleontology, it is the study of fossils. Fossils, these are the remains of plants and animals buried under the earth millions of years ago. And these fossils can give us the idea of the life forms that were present on the earth anciently, very early, millions of years. Information we can obtain from the fossilized organisms, whether they may be plants or they may be animals. And there was the father of paleontology. He was Leonardi. The father of paleontology, was given us the idea and the founder of paleontology was Cuvier. Cuvier has been regarded as the founder of paleontology, and Leonardo was the father of paleontology. Paleontological evidence of evolution. That's a separate topic. Likewise, there are evidences from morphology, which are known as morphological evidences of evolution. If we can see the morphology of organisms, morphology means the external appearance, the external form of an organism, and as well as the anatomical evidences of evolution. Anatomy means the internal structure, morphology means the external appearance. The anatomy and the morphology also gives us the idea of the life forms that were present in the past, and also the life forms that are formed progressively in nature from past to present. Also, there are evidences from embryology. Embryology, you know the science of the embryos, the science of the early life of organisms, how the early life starts in organisms. When we will see the early life in different organisms, we will come to know, we will get an idea, we will get a clue regarding the formation of life forms of today. We will get an idea regarding the complexity of organisms that are present today, and we will accept that they have been formed from the past. Also, there are some other evidences, like evidences from biochemistry, evidences from taxonomy. So many evidences are there that has proved evolution. Biochemistry means the chemical composition of organisms. If you will see the chemical composition, each and every cell has likewise perhaps same types of chemicals present in them. Even unicellular and multicellular cells also resemble to some extent with respect to the chemical composition. Also, the chemical composition shows a gradation from past to present forms. Therefore, biochemistry also gives us an idea of evolution. Likewise, there is taxonomy. So, far as the classification is concerned, classification of organisms clearly shows the forms that were present anciently, as they were simple forms, unicellular forms, prokaryotic first, later on they became eukaryotic, and even among the eukaryotic they were first simple forms, they are invertebrates, later on vertebrates, also among the vertebrates they are first fishes, later amphibians, then reptiles, then birds, and lastly they are mammals. So there are so many evidences, so many theories regarding the evolution. We will discuss these evidences and theories inshallah one by one in the next chapter.